In the previous classes, we have discussed regarding the preliminary treatment of wastewater, how it can be done. It can be done by screening communitas, grit chamber, detritus tank, and by a skimming tank. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in the previous classes. Now we are going to solve the problems on these preliminary treatment units, that the design and all we are going to discuss. Today we are going to discuss regarding the designing of the grit at the detritus tank. But before going to the problems, we will be just overviewing what all these different treatment units will do. Now, screening will remove the larger floating elements from the body, right, from the wastewater. Okay, so larger floating elements like paper, plastic, right, then dead plants, animals, right, all these things it is going to remove from the wastewater. Now, if the larger elements are being removed by the screens, right, now there are some of the particles which is having the smaller than 1.5 mm, or in between 1.5 to 3 mm. Those particles, if it is not going to removed, then it is going to cause the problem in the grit chamber. So commutators is what it is going to do is it is going to reduce the size of the particle which is lying in between 1.5 to 3 mm in size. That is how it does a cutting and all. I have already discussed in the previous class. Now the grit chamber, coming to the grit chamber, it is going to remove the very finer suspended particles which are present in water, such as silt, sand, grit, whatever it is there, it is going to remove. Here we need to know about it regarding its how much it should be length, how much it should be, the velocity should be there in the grit chamber before we are going to solve the problem. Then your detritus tank is a tank where since in the grit chamber we are going to maintain some velocity in the grit chamber, we are going to have some detention time in the grit chamber, right, all the design aspect and all we have discussed in the previous class. So here detritus tank is going to have more detention time. It is going to remove the finer suspended particle which are present in which are not removed in the by the grit chamber. It is going to remove all those elements in the detritus tank. Now skimming tank, it is going to remove oil, grease, fat, whatever it is there, it is going to remove. Now before we solve the problem, or before we go to solve the problem, we should know what are the predefined length, how much the length of the grit chamber should be there, how much should be the detention time should be there. All these things we should know before we go to solve the problem. Now here when the problems are being given to you, they will tell you to design the length, or design either grit chamber or detritus tank, they are going to tell you. But in grit and in the detritus tank, what we are going to design is we are going to design the length, how much should be the length, how much should be the breadth, how much should be the depth of the grit and the detritus tank. So before going to solve these problems, you should know how much the length should be there for grit chamber, how much detention time should be there. All these things you should know before you go to solve the problems. So the grit chamber, the length should be there in between 10 to 18 meters. The length of the grit chamber should be there in between 10 to 18 meters, and the depth should be around 1 to 1.3 meters. It should be restricted, and the detention time of the grit chamber, it should be detention time, I will write it as a short form. It is going to vary in between 45 to 90 seconds. Normally it is going to vary for 60 seconds. Okay, now the velocity, it is going to vary in between 0.15 to 0.3 meter. The velocity, the flow velocity is going to vary in between 0.15 to 0.3 meter, but normally we will be taking it as 0.3 meter per second. So this is regarding the grit chamber. Whereas your detention time, your detritus tank is going to have the following things when we are going to have the detritus tank. Okay, the detritus tank, it is going to have the velocity of around 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second. It is going to have the detention time of around 3 to 4 minutes. Detention time for detritus tank it is 3 to 4 minutes. Then it is going to have the detention time is detention time is 3 to 4 minutes. Velocity it is going to vary 0.3 meter per second. The velocity 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second. The velocity it is going to have. Okay, so this is regarding your brief introduction regarding the certain of the minimum things that are required in order to solve the problems. Okay, so now in today's class we will be studying the different problems that we are going to have on the grit and the detritus tank. We are going to solve one problem each on the grit chamber and the detritus tank. Okay, now before going to the problem, we should know certain formulas that we are going to have in to be used in your detritus tank as well as the grit chamber. Okay, now detention time, right, it should be vary between it is going to be have the formula like depth of the chamber, that is the depth and divided by velocity. Dt is equal to depth divided by velocity, depth of the tank divided by velocity. Now length of the tank it is going to velocity into detention time. So these are the two basic things that is going to be required when you are going to solve the problem. Now let us move towards the problem. We will solve first with the problem of the grit chamber. Okay, these are the specifically it will be going to be asked in your main exams. When you are going to write an examination, you are going to have one problem on this, so it is going to be very important when you are going to solve the problems. Okay, so now we will discuss regarding one problem. Design a grit chamber for a maximum wastewater flow of 8,000 meter cube per day. Now here the flow it is going to be it is given in meter cube per day. To remove the particles up to 0.2 meter, 2 mm. Now you need to design a grit chamber to remove the particle of diameter 0.2 mm, which is going to have the specific gravity of 2.65. Okay, now the settling velocity is going to vary, that is the velocity is going to vary in between 0.018 to 0.022 meter per second. Maintain the constant flow velocity, it is 0.3 meter per second. The flow velocity will be around 0.3 meter per second. Now since here we are going to have the velocity in terms of meter per second it is given, but the discharge they have given is in terms of meter cube per day. Now first of all we need to convert this meter cube per day into meter per second, then our the simplification will become easier. So first the discharge we need to convert it into meter cube per day to meter cube per second. So here Q is equal to 8,000 meter cube per day, right? It is a meter cube per day divided by 24 into 60 into 60. Now we have converted 1 day into the number of seconds. 1 day is going to have 24 hours, right? 1 hour is going to have 60 minutes. Now it is 60 minutes, it is going to 1 minute is going to have 60 seconds. So we have converted this day to seconds. Okay, so here now we are we will be we have done the simplification. Now we are we have determined the discharge in terms of meter cube per second. We have converted the day to the seconds. Okay, so it is if you simplify it, 1 day is going to have 24 hours. Okay, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. 60 minutes, 1 minute is going to have 60 seconds. Okay, we have converted into to the seconds. So Q is equal to 0.0926 meter cube per second. The discharge we have got it as 0.0926 per meter cube per second. So we have converted discharge into the seconds. Now what we needed to have is we needed to know how much area. In order to fix up the volume we should know the area, right? So we already know that Q is equal to AV, that is discharge is equal to area into velocity. Discharge we already know that it is, we have calculated 0.0926 divided by V. It is maintain the constant flow through velocity. V it is already given, it is 0.3 meter per second. So we have determined the area. Now I have already told you that the grit chamber it should vary the depth between 1 to 1.3 meters. Okay, 1.1 to 1.3 meters. So we are going to provide the depth of the grid chamber. It will be around 1 meter. Therefore, the width of the grid chamber is equal to area is equal to breadth into depth. So A is we already know that we have calculated it as 0.3086. Depth we have assumed it as 1, and here B. Okay, so breadth we have determined it. Okay, so B is 0.3086. So we are going to take it as 0.35 meters. Okay, so breadth we have kept it as length. We have determined the depth and we have determined the breadth. Now we will calculate how much the length should be taken. Now for length I have already told you what formula we need to use in order to determine the length. Now the detention time is equal to depth of the we are going to have the detention time is equal to depth of the chamber divided by settling velocity. Now the depth of the chamber is we have determined it as 1 meter, and the settling velocity it is going to vary in between 0.018 to 0.02. So we have taken it as 0.02. So detention time is we have determined it as 50 seconds. Okay, then we are going to keep the length of the tank is equal to velocity into the detention time. Well, horizontal velocity it is already given, it is 0.3 meter per second, and here it is going to be in seconds. So second get cancels, remains is the length. Okay, now the grid chamber is going to have the length in between 15 meter length, 0.35 meter breadth, and 1 meter depth. Okay, so this is regarding the grid chamber problem. So we have determined the dimensions of the grid chamber. Length I have told that it will be varying between 10 to 18 meters. Depth it is 0.35 meters, and breadth is 0.35 meters, and the depth it is going to vary in between 1 to 1.5 meters. So this is regarding the problem of grid chamber. Now we will be solving one more problem on your detritus tank. Okay, now one problem we have solved in the grid chamber. We will solve now one problem on the detritus tank. Now design a detritus tank for a dry weather flow of 300 liters per second in a separate system. Okay, make the assumptions required. Now I have already told that how much detention time should be there. It is 3 minutes. Right, flow velocity I have told that it should vary in between 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second. So we have taken it as 0.2 meter per second, and maximum flow it is 3 times the dry weather flow we have assumed it. Now let us provide 3 tanks attached running parallel. Okay, now we have attached going to take the detritus tank in a attached way, right? 3 subsequent tanks we are going to have. Now the discharge for the tank is, for one tank is Q is equal to 350 liters per second. If we convert it into meter cube, in order to convert it into liter, okay, what we are going to do, meter cube we are going to divide it by 1000, because 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. Okay, so we have converted. Okay, now cross sectional area, that is area is equal to Q is equal to AB formula we are going to use. So we have got area is equal to Q divided by B. So Q is already given here. For one tank we are going to design it. Okay, 0.35 meter cube per second divided by V. Velocity V we have assumed it as 0.2 meter per second. So area we have got it as, here second get cancels, remains is meter square. Next is, here also what we need to do is we have to design the length, breadth, and the depth of the tank. Okay, so what we are going to do is, here again we need to find out length, breadth, and the depth of the tank. Okay, so here we are let us provide the water depth of around 1.2 meter. Therefore the width of the tank is equal to area divided by depth. Okay, width of the tank is equal to area divided by depth. So we have assumed it as we are going to provide the depth of around 1.2 meter. So area it is, we have determined it, and the depth Okay, so width of the tank will be around 1.458. So we are going to take it as, okay, we are going to take it as 1.5 meter, 1.5 meter. Now we have determined the length of the tank is equal to the velocity into detention time. Velocity it is already given, that is 0.2, right? Now detention time we have assumed it as it is going to be around 3 minutes. So minutes we have converted it to seconds. So second get cancels, and the length of the tank is around 36 meter. Now making the provision of 6 meter for inlet and outlet arrangements for your detritus tank, we have the length, total length of around 36 meter plus 6 meter. We have got it around 42 meter. Now we have got the length and we have got the width of the tank. Length and width, length is 42 meter and width is 1.5 meter. Now provide the freeboard of around in the depth. What we are going to do is we are going to provide 0.3 meter freeboard at the top and 0.5 meter for accumulation. So now the new depth of the tank is, we have assumed the depth of the tank as 1.2 meter. Now 1.2 meter freeboard, 0.3 meter and 0.5 meter at the bottom. So we have got it as totally 2 meter depth. So we have got the length as 42 meter, width as 1.2 meter. Okay, we have provided the width of the tank as 1.2 meter and the depth as 1.5 meter. This is total depth. Okay, so this is the depth of the tank is 1.5 meter, width of the tank is 1.2 meter. Okay, so length is 42 meter, width is 1.2 meter and the depth is 1.5 meter. Okay, so this is how we have solved the problem on your detritus tank. So in the next class we are going to deal with the sedimentation and the sedimentation process. Okay, thank you. So now the width of the tank is, length of the tank is 42 meter. Okay, the width of the tank is 1.5 meter and the depth of the tank is 2 meter. So we have got it as length as 42 meter. Okay, this is length. Now the width of the tank is 1.5 meter and the depth of the tank is 1.5. Okay, your 1.2 meter plus 0.8 meter, because 0.3 meter is your freeboard and 0.5 meter extra for the accumulation of the solid particles. So we have got it as a total depth of 2 meter. So length is 42 meter, width is 1.5 meter and depth is 2 meter. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in today's class. We have designed the grid chamber and we have designed the detritus tank. In the next class we are going to discuss regarding the sedimentation and sedimentation problems we are going to solve. Okay, so we will meet in the next class in order to discuss regarding the sedimentation tank. Thank you.